Hey Collective and Soul Tribe, this is an extra video or reading from my personalized deck. So I'm just going to jump right into it and see what you guys might need to know for today. All right, guys. So let's see what you guys might be inquiring about when it comes to the energy. And I won't be using all... Actually, I'm lying. I'm going to be using all decks except for one. I won't be using this deck in this reading because I just want to get more clarity about something for you guys. This could be a reading for somebody who wanted extra clarity, or this could be confirmation about just me doing this, that you guys are going to receive extra clarity about whatever it is that you guys were wondering about. Okay, so Spirit, what messages do you have for the collective at this time? What do they need to know at this time, please, when it comes to the current energy? And I apologize if I have to pause the video because my allergies are kind of acting up, because I noticed that the weather is like 4 degrees or 6 degrees outside, and then tomorrow's going to go back to like 0 degrees because it's going to snow or rain, and I can already feel my nose tickling. So I apologize if I have to, you know, pause the video just so I can sneeze. It's that time of the year or again, okay? Like, I already deal with it all year round, but anyways, it's all year round. But this time of this season, it's like it gets so bad. So wish me luck, y'all. Anybody who has allergy problems, know this is confirmation that maybe you guys are spiritually cleansing too, your body, without realizing it as well. So that could be clarity too. But anyway... Okay, cool. So we have here, some of you guys could have black or brown hair. Now, for some of you guys who have never dyed your hair before, or there's something about like keeping your hair at its natural state, could be very significant. So even if you did dye your hair before and like say it grew out, the roots grew out, that could be clarity and confirmation too. But even when it comes to you guys grounding yourself and being connected to earth, you guys could have went through an awakening, okay? And you guys are going through like a spiritual test or initiation. And some of you guys are passing with flying colors, okay? Yeah, something to do with your habits and routines are changing. So yeah, you guys are passing with flying colors. You guys could have went through whatever challenges you went through with ease, even though it wasn't easy, but you know, you're coming out as, you know, Rocky Bullwinkle at this point, right? So blue eyes could be very significant. You could have dark hair and blue eyes, or this could be about peace and tranquility when it comes to being close to water, okay? Or having a deep inner calmness about yourself. There is something about you guys making movement. Okay, now divine timing could be very significant. And then we also have features. Something to do with your features are very significant, like your beauty marks, your moles, freckles, whatever it is that's unique to you. And there is something about smoking. Now, some of you guys don't have to smoke. Maybe you know somebody who does smoke, but there is something about cigarettes, okay? This could be cigarettes, Mary Jane's, cigars, whatever it is that you guys do. I'm not judging. Listen, I'm not here to judge. I'm just here to relay messages. If you are a smoker, there is something about your lungs, okay, and breath. Not to say that there's something wrong, but there's something about the way you speak, okay? Like, if this is not about, you know, breath intake, the way that you speak, how you say things, okay? Some of you guys could be connected to your highest self when you smoke. I'm just saying. I'm not saying that you guys are doing that, but I'm just saying some of you are more connected to your higher self when you use certain herbalisms, okay? Now, this could be topical, this could be eating it, drinking it, smoking it, whatever the case is. Some of you guys who were cigarette smokers could have dropped cigarette smoking and went to Mary Jane, okay? I'm not promoting and I'm not saying, yeah, kids, do. No, I'm not saying that. Some of us are all adults. Some of us have freedom, and some of us have freedom and will to do whatever it is that we want to do. For some of you guys, there's something about trying to stop smoking Mary Jane, right? And feeling like you guys are on the right path and things like that, but then at the same time feeling like you guys want to go back to it, but in moderation. So there's something about somebody doing something, but in moderation. So it's not like you guys are stopping cold turkey, because some of you guys realize that you guys are connected in a sense, meaning that it grounds you or it makes you feel calm. And it's not that you guys are soothing yourself emotionally. You guys know how to emotionally release and do whatever you need to do. But there is something about using herbs or herbalism to help, you know, make that process a little bit easier. Okay, so it's, for some of you guys, it's not being used as an escape. It's actually being used as a balance for you. Okay, so there's days where you do it, there's days where you don't, there's days where, you know, you don't feel like you want to touch it or look at it. You know what I mean? There's things like that that are very significant. Now, for some of you guys could have quit smoking. Again, it depends on everyone's situation, but if you are a smoker and you have your habits and routines changing, there's something about how you express yourself that's very significant. Yeah, how you express yourself is tied to luck. Okay, you guys could be making a wish at this time when it comes to spiritual alignment. Okay, and moon energy. So there's something about the moon cycle that could be very significant too for some of you. Yeah, in February. So again, we are in the new moon in Aquarius. That could be confirmation. For some of you guys, your North Node is also significant when it comes to like your potential, okay, and the life lessons that you could have learned or went through, okay, even the past karmic lessons that you dealt with. There's something about you guys moving forward and taking action in your North Node. So anything that you had to deal with, the fears that you overcame, there's something about you stepping into your soul purpose, and that could be confirmation. Some of you guys may have a truck. So truck driving could be very significant. If this is not about a truck, this is about movement. Okay, finding you know, fluidity in your journey. Okay, navigating through your emotions, being able to understand yourself a lot more better on a deeper level. Okay, being able to be very introspective. Okay, but there is something about responsibilities and journey. Okay, so when it comes to vehicles, maybe there's something about you guys fixing on your vehicle. But if this is not about a physical car, this is about your physical body. Okay, what you put in your body, how you treat your body, you know, could be very significant. Some of your habits and routines are changing because of Pisces energy coming up. Okay, releasing and letting go. We are at the last astrological year end, right? So releasing and letting go could be very significant. Some of you guys could be releasing and letting go when it comes to, and when it comes to learning your lessons, when it comes to a Pisces moon or Aquarius moon. But also the moon is very significant when it comes to the new moon and us being in Aquarius season still, but transitioning into Pisces season, but still in the new moon in Aquarius, if you guys get it, right? So your North Node could be connected to whatever is happening with the moon cycle. Okay, this is probably connected to your potential. So there's something about whatever action that you're taking on your journey at this time, it's helping you navigate through your path, okay? Tattoos are very significant too. Some of you guys could be getting a tattoo of like the moon. Okay, like the moon or something. There's something about wanting a new tattoo, or there's something about instincts and habits when it comes to you decorating your body. Okay, but Middle Eastern is very significant. This is about spiritual traditions. Okay, so some of you guys, when it comes to deep insight and spiritual traditions, there's something that you guys could have found out, especially with the moon being here. The moon talks about hidden things, like things you can't see. So if this is some hidden information, there's something about you guys tapping in and finding out something about this hidden information. Okay, this hidden information is what brought you clarity, from what I'm picking up here. Yeah, we have the 15th. Okay, the 15th is significant. This could have been the last couple of days. For some of you guys, initials X could be very significant. So you may resonate with somebody with that initials. We also have the 21st, okay? So the 21st could also be significant. There's something about the 15th. And with 15, we talk about, you know, change of heart, healing relationships, heart-centered truth, right? Now, for some of you guys with the 21st, if you do 2 and 1, that equals 3. So there's something about having a change of heart when it comes to healing relationships and emotional healing when it comes to your creativity and how you express yourself, okay? For some of you guys with the number 6, this is about building your own family and also building your own foundations, okay? But again, when it comes to like heart-centered leaderships or heart-centered truths, this is the energy that you guys are showing up in, okay? So there's nothing to do with any fakery. Like, you don't have time to, you know, play in people's faces or play in their energy. You just keep it straight up, like, you know, keep it like it is. So there is something about being honest, okay? And stepping into that honesty, okay? So take what resonates with that. That's probably clarity for some of you guys when it comes to your truth, speaking your truth, you know, stepping into a new environment or a new era or beginning where you guys are able to speak truth without feeling any obligation, like feeling any ways about it, okay? So take what resonates with that, okay? some of you guys could be scheduling a spa date. Now, some of you guys could be needing to go to the spa, whether this is getting your nails done, your hair done, or actually getting like a spa, like a rub down, okay, a masseuse, massage, whatever it is that you guys are looking into. But there is something about self-care, okay, and rejuvenating yourself as well, okay. Using manifesting rituals could be very significant. Some of you guys could be manifesting through your intention, the type of work that you do, or the routines that you guys are taking at this time, okay. Baby pink is very significant when it comes to unconditional love. This is about emotional healing. We have third quarter moon as well, so some of you guys could have been releasing, okay, or you guys are going to be releasing when we get closer to the last quarter. The third quarter moon is basically the last quarter moon, right? So something to do with you guys releasing, forgiving, reflecting, and cleansing yourself, okay? Now, the eyes never lie wanted to show up. There's something about silent confessions, okay? Something about you seeing people's truth when you look in their eyes, right? Trinidad is very significant. I think there's carnival going on in Trinidad too. So something about carnival could be very significant. Like you guys could be going through like having a fun time. But if this is not the case, there's something about Trinidad that could be very significant. Okay. So elephants are significant. Okay, remembering who you are. Also being close to water is also significant. So remembering who you are. This is about memory, strength. Suburbs are also significant, and also making sure you take care of yourself. So there's something about someone coming towards you asking if you ate today, or there's something about you guys grounding yourself when it comes to simple kindness. So, you know, treating your body good, eating clean, okay, taking care of yourself, going to bed on time, you know, working out more, walking, whatever the case is. So if you are a smoker and you guys are trying to balance or have some type of balance, it's not to say that you can't do that. A lot of people think that, you know, and I'm not saying that it's good or bad, but I'm just saying that a lot of people think that because they smoke, they think that their intuition is not the same. Like their intuition is lackluster. Maybe for dreams, maybe sure. Like maybe you won't be able to remember dreams. There's certain things that maybe you might be missing, but that still doesn't mean that you're not connected some way, somehow. For some of you guys, when you smoke, you go within. Okay. When I mean that you can sit down and read, or you can think about certain things that make you think outside the box, right? Which gives off a smoker energy. So if you have Pisces energy too, you may come off as someone who maybe escapes, okay, for some reason. Now, this escape doesn't have to be a bad thing. This could be escaping reality, because again, most water sign placements are very aware what's happening around them in their environment, around the world, just in general. So for some of you guys, escaping could be like drinking, right? But instead of drinking, some of you guys could be smoking. Instead of smoking cigarettes, you guys are changing it to Mary Jane. For some of you guys are releasing Mary Jane. For some of you guys, you use it and it helps you to open up when it comes to your third eye, because it allows you to see things from a whole different perspective, right? So people who judge you for what you do could be very significant. The same people who judge you for smoking are the same ones who judge you, that judge you, and they're the ones that are drinking, okay? And let's be real, alcohol is a little bit worse. Not to say anything is better than the other, but alcohol is just as worse, okay? If anything, at least with this kind of stuff, you can wear it, you can put it on your skin, you can eat it, you can drink it as a tea. There's so many different ways to incorporate it that you don't have to just smoke, right? But for some of you guys, if it is a past connection, you guys could have had a passed on loved one who was a smoker and used cigarettes to smoke, and that person could be protecting you. So there's something about smelling like cigarette smell or cigarette smoke, okay? Grounding yourself is also significant. So some of you guys could use it to ground yourself, and there's no judgment about that. Some people have anxiety. Some people have actual, like, you know, things going on with them. So again, take what resonates with that, okay? Obviously, you're not doing it to be hooked on that. But again, like I said, having discernment and knowing what you put in your body in moderation and things like that. And if you don't smoke, then you don't smoke, right? But at the same time, don't judge someone else because you started your journey and you learn certain things, right? And another thing too is people who don't smoke, they judge people who do smoke. And funny enough, the same people who are smoking are the ones who are actually more in tune within themselves because they're not worried about what society thinks about them. Okay, so Anyways, graduating school could be very significant. Some of you guys could be graduating school, okay? Spring break could be very significant. I think spring break is in March for the US, but spring break could be very significant. There's something about, like I said, graduating school, moving into a new chapter, okay? Grounding yourself is significant. There's something happening sooner than you think, okay? So take what resonates with that. And then we also have Dominican Republic as well. Okay, so somebody could be from the Dominican Republic, or there's something that's happening in the Dominican Republic. Okay, but we have Thursday. So there's something about Thursday when it comes to expansion. Some of you guys could be getting an interview, or this could be, again, spiritual guidance, or, you know, divine encounters that are happening for some of you. Okay, blending and juicing more could be very significant. This could be actual food or collaborations with other people as well. Okay, some of you guys could be receiving a surprise visit from family. They may not be related to you, but again, there's something about unions that are very significant, and also being proud of yourself, okay, and your spiritual growth. Yeah, someone's great grandfather could be very significant as well, like when it comes to this energy. So yeah, take what resonates when it comes to that, but definitely someone's great grandfather could be very significant, okay, at this time. And that could be the person that's protecting you as well from, you know, what I'm seeing. Yeah, we have Alchemist. So you guys are transforming your pain into power. Okay, this is about your magic, transformation, and mastery. So take what resonates with that. That could be confirmation and clarity. Okay, and then we also have cool air on skin. So something about you being refreshed, okay? Either you guys went through a renewal or a reset, okay? And then we have quiet confidence. So there's something about inner knowing without noise, okay? There's something that you do. It's like you have an inner knowing, but you don't need to make noise about it. Like your confidence, but it's loud, right? So even though you're quiet about your confidence, it also speaks out loud for itself, okay? We have in the next few months. So something could be happening within the next few months. This could be someone planning something. Whoever this is may have brown or, you know, hazel eyes. Now, this could be about the energy too, right? Comfort, reliability. Pisces energy is also significant too. And then we also have new beginnings, okay? So again, when it comes to Pisces season, us moving into Pisces season, the moon cycle transitioning into Pisces after, you know, the new moon in eclipse of Aquarius, there's something about, you know, us stepping into new beginnings. Some of you guys, this could be something that you're creating something new. So either pregnancy is very significant or creating something new. Or also when it comes to Cancer energy, some of you guys may resonate with this if you have Cancer placements, okay? So yeah, Mars, taking action. So you could be taking action when it comes to your emotions and being supportive or getting support, or there's something about mothering and nurturing yourself and coming home to yourself, but you guys are taking action, okay? Gemini at the bottom of the deck. So there's something about communication as well that could resonate for some of you guys too, but yeah, that could be clarity. So let's see what life path number decides to show up. Okay, so life path number 6, okay, nurturer. So yeah, Cancer energy is very significant. Some of you guys are nurturers, or you guys are stepping into this nurturing type of energy. For some of you guys could be either into caregiving. Okay, so if you're an empath, there's something about caregiving. Okay, being someone who's a healer, a harmonizer as well. Okay, that could be confirmation. Saffron is very significant when it comes to you illuminating at this time, or using it to illumination, or to illuminate something. And also vanilla when it comes to comfort. So some of you guys could be using herbs and spices to basically help your energy when it comes to moving into this new beginning, okay? Comfort, balance, grounding is very significant. And again, it may not resonate for everybody, but this is confirmation for sure for some of you guys, okay? So let's see what color or crystal color decides to show up. So we have sable. Okay, this is about constancy, okay, prudence, wisdom, okay, abstinence, and sobriety. Okay, so like I said, for some of you guys, when it comes to sobriety or wisdom or abstinence, things like that, some of you guys are moving forward, or you guys are taking action, okay? Some of you guys are getting that inkling or that feeling of feeling like a lot of things that you've dealt with was because of prudence, okay? So Burgundy, there's something about wealth, success, okay, prosperity, okay? So desire for power and recognition could be very significant. So obviously take what resonates with that, okay? Obviously it's not going to resonate for everybody, but it's about you guys receiving clarity as well about this, right? So again, if you guys could have been in situations where, you know, you guys are trying to heal or change or do whatever, right? Whatever the case is, you could have been dealing with people who, you know, because they're dealing with abstinence or because they're dealing with sobriety or whatever the case is, there is something about, you know, people being judgmental as well. Okay, so again, you don't want to come off like you're being judgmental because, you know, you're on your journey and, you know, you're doing life and you're good and everything's good. You know what I mean? Like, you don't want to be like that. Again, you can be confident, right? But there is something about, you know, good judgment, wisdom, and avoiding, you know, unnecessary risk or, you know, regrets, right? So for some of you guys, when it comes to thoughtful decisions and making decisions, again, there's something about you guys having foresight, okay? This foresight could be about abstinence and sobriety for some of you. For some of you guys, this could be just about, you know, basically when it comes to exercising caution, right? And good judgment or just regrets, right? You know, for some of you guys, this decision making could be in your daily life or your finances or your moral actions, right? So for some of you guys, like I said, you guys are being cautious or there's something about discernment or foresight, right? Now, for some of you guys that resonate with this too, there is something about if it's daily life, checking on the weather, okay, before leaving. So for some of you guys, this could be, again, that's the kind of prudence that you guys could be dealing with, checking things before you do something, okay? Making sure you double check things before you move forward, okay? Even when it comes to like common sense, right? Waiting for more information about certain things is very significant, right? So again, you know, being able to be disciplined, okay, by yourself and having skill and good judgment in the management of affairs when it comes to the use of your resources and things like that could be very significant. So again, like I said, if you guys are practicing sobriety or practicing abstinence, that could resonate for some of you. For some of you guys, it may not, okay? Some of you guys could be able to have a balance of doing these things, okay? And it still brings you success and wealth. Like, for example, some people work at dispensaries. Okay, if you work at a dispensary, then you work at a dispensary, right? So there's something about the energy where you could have people being very judgmental as well about, you know, how you take care of your life or what you do in your life. And again, no one's perfect. Okay, so like I said, the same people who judge people for smoking are the same ones who are drinking as well, or the same people who judge you for doing something in your own personal time. Their life is not perfect either. Okay, so it's almost like someone throwing stones, okay, at a glass house, but not realizing that their house is also see-through too. Okay. Yeah, some of you guys, diamond cutter or gemologist is very significant. So some of you guys could be into diamonds, okay? You guys could be into crystals. So crystals are very significant, okay? Especially with saffron, with illumination. That's confirmation too for some of you, okay? We also have here airplane pilot. Then we have caterer, okay, when it comes to like being a nurturer, okay, with life path number 6. These are not all jobs that you may resonate with, but these could give an idea, okay. So Spirit, what other messages do you have for the collective at this time? What other messages do they need to know at this time, please? Thank you. Yeah, so publisher is very significant and also wedding organizer. Okay, some of you guys could be into that kind of stuff. And these are things that are very nurturing too, in a sense, right? Because again, you have to be very empathetic. You have to be able to speak about certain topics and do certain things without also getting tied into it as well. So there's something about having detachment for some of you guys too when it comes to this energy. All right, guys. So we have initials D. Now, this could be someone's actual name, okay? This says D-E-E, like D. Okay, like someone's name could be like Deidre. Okay, D-E-E, like D for short for something. Okay, even Deborah, like even though it says D. But even deeds, like certain deeds could be very significant. But anyway, we have transformation. So somebody could be going through a transformation or seeing butterflies. And then we also have ribbons and bows. So gifts could be very significant. And also when it comes to like health and wellness could also be very significant with the ribbon. So like seeing a pink ribbon equals breast cancer, you know, for some of you guys that know this, I think the color blue, I think it's pancreas or kidney, I could be wrong, okay, but the color blue represents another thing too, and other things as well, not just only cancer. So ribbons could be very significant when it comes to that, either, you know, releasing and letting go of the past when it comes to grief and things like that. And if not, this is also about gifts, okay, giving and receiving. So you guys could be either giving gifts to other people or you guys are receiving gifts from other people. But whatever this give and take energy, if you were also someone who gives a lot, there's something about receiving presents, gifts. When I think of a bow, I think of like a bow or a ribbon on a box, and that could be confirmation as someone receiving some type of gift, okay? So we have here Virgo energy, we have Cancer energy, and we have Capricorn energy. Okay, this is about persistence, okay, detail oriented, okay, nurturing. When it comes to Cancer energy, okay, nurturing yourself is also significant, and being hardworking as well and dedicated, okay. Business energy is very significant. So some of you guys could be creating your own business as you being a nurturer, depending on what kind of, you know, work you do, but you are somebody who nurtures people, okay. But I'm going to end it here so you guys can get the videos posted. Right now it's 12:06 p.m. Okay, so let me try to post these for you guys so that you guys can get it. And hopefully later on today, if I feel called to, like if the energy is still, you know, lingering where someone could be needing a message, I'll pull some messages. But if not, again, hopefully you guys resonated with this. And again, check me out on YouTube and TikTok. My website is www.mysteriouslyunique.ca. You guys can either check out my blog or check out my website just in general or book a reading. All right, guys. But I'll see you guys next time. All right, stay positive, keep moving forward as you guys always do, and know that you guys are loved, you guys are enough, and you guys need to be proud of yourself more and be able to celebrate those little milestones that you have. Doesn't matter how small or big it is, always celebrate yourself. All right, guys, I love you guys so much. Have a wonderful Tuesday. All right, guys, bye.